Here's what the League One table will look like after Christmas. We'll start with this weekend. I don't see too many away wins. I think Lincoln versus Cardiff is probably the pick of the games. I've got that as a 1-1. I honestly think Port Vale are going to start to kick on now they've changed their formation and actually adapted to the league. And on to Boxing Day, a lot of favourable clubs are playing at home. Bolton, Bradford, Cardiff should all expect wins. Lincoln have a really tough start to their Christmas period. So do Mansfield. Plymouth do just seem to be grinding out a lot of 1-0 wins, so I'm going to give them another one here. 3 days later, and you'll notice a theme at Weeks Football Finds, I don't favour away wins. I'm not really sure, but if you try to predict the games individually, it's difficult to see where they'll come from. These games are a reverse of games that happened a couple of weekends ago. I think AFC Wimbledon will get some revenge on Exeter. Bradford will finally play Port Vale, and I think Cardiff will do the double over Stevenage. And now on to New Year's Day, Barnsley with a good away win at Wigan. Wigan actually, I think, are going to have a really tough Christmas despite being in decent form. I fancy Lincoln to beat Huddersfield at home, and Mansfield and Lincoln have really tough Christmases. I also expect there to be a lot of goals when Cardiff go to Adams Park at Wycombe. And then finally on to the 4th of January, my chronic no away wins continues to happen. Obviously that won't happen, but tell me fans, which of these would be an away win? Barnsley fans are fuming. Obviously Port Vale actually beat Barnsley away from home. And again, it does seem that a lot of the top 6 play at home on the same weekends. So finally, this is how the table will look. I think Cardiff are going to open up some space here. Lincoln will break into the top 2. In fact, I don't think it will change that much, really. Wigan, I think, are going to drop down the table. It's very close anyway. Plymouth, I expect to claw themselves out and, to be honest, be a little bit further away when it comes to January 15th-ish. It does seem that Barnsley have had about 3 or 4 games in hand the whole season. I think they'll be hovering outside the playoffs as they are now, to be honest. But yes, this is how the table will look after Christmas with only 7 or 8 away wins across the whole period.